Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fourth Hunger Games of Round 45. Today, I bring you 48 contestants competing for a top 3 grand prize of a total combined 325 credits. Now, some of you are like, oh, that's generous. Well, I'm not that generous. It was Nagesh who donated the entirety of this prize and didn't take a cut, and on top of that, made it free entry. So, after you watch this, maybe go thank Nagesh for bringing us a badass Hunger Games. Now, before I zone out and have to restart the entire intro because I flubbed it, let's get into this. Let's pick our top 3. This is just the first picture that jumps out to me. So Mick Sapato, that's definitely one. Also Vazanaha, I hope you like your picture. Jump Street isn't in this time, so I can't make fun of him. Oh yeah, we gotta go Dr. House too. I mean, look at those eyes. And we'll go Lud Draco. Alright, let's get into this. Proceed. A love bloodbath. As the tributes stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Pels retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. OG Gary is unable to convince Cyclops not to kill him. Oof, right out of the gate. R.I.P. OG Gary. Liam 76 runs away from the cornucopia. Kagawa runs away from the cornucopia. RS3 gathers as much food as he can. Jinx runs away from the cornucopia. Settle in, guys, there's gonna be a lot of running. Dub grabs a backpack and retreats. Quaker runs away from the cornucopia. I should also mention, since it took me 2 days to fill this, there's like 8 dead people, 5 people who switched names. It's gonna be an event. Quaker runs away from the cornucopia. Maker and Astral fight Duffy and send nudes. Maker and Astral survive. Aw, R.I.P. Duffy and send nudes. Don Julio runs away from the cornucopia. Civitar S3 runs away from the cornucopia. Big Fizzle grabs a sword. Lud Draco shoots a poisonous blow dart into Dr. House's neck, slowly killing her. No! You guys were a part of my top 3. How are you gonna do that? Also, no! Aw, how sad. Monokuma takes a handful of throwing knives. Robin and Mixapato fight for a bag. Mixapato gives up and retreats. Good. We can't lose most of our top 3 in the first day. That would be messed up. Mr. Scotsman grabs a shield leaning against the cornucopia. Flames finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Spoiler alert, she can't shoot a bow. Bleakley stays at the cornucopia for resources. Bazenha runs away from the cornucopia. Caffeine takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. A man like that with a spear, you better run. He gon' get up. Wormy grabs a sword. Oh god. If any of these two pick up a weapon, y'all just run. Run. Chaff0 runs away from the cornucopia. Pug grabs a backpack and retreats. McDonald runs away from the cornucopia. Oh, no, I'm right here. Oh, God, I got a weird pick. Auk and Devon fight Mikey and Meowsy. Auk and Devon survive. No! Meowsy, I promise it wasn't me. No. I mean, at least I didn't die, but no, Meowsy. Also, R.I.P. Mikey, which is name changed from Michirio. I don't know how to say that name. I'm glad they changed name because this one's way easier. Hurricane sets off an explosive, killing Simo and Sonar. Yikes. You like that, Simo? First you get stabbed by a stick, then you get blown up by an explosive. If you guys watched one of the previous Hunger Games, I stabbed Stimo with a stick, and he's still not forgiving me for it. It's kind of messed up, but it's funny. I may tease him a little bit and earned the hatred I got, but we're not gonna mention that part. No. Overshield clutches a first aid kit and runs away. I'm sorry, Meowsy. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I blame Devon. He made me do it. Nagesh runs into the cornucopia and hides. Ooh, what a play. MK the Giant runs away from the cornucopia. King Dark grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Yeah, that sounds about like him. Gosh, you all have just been out of the gate running with the kills. Shrexy and Skidmark fight for a bag. Shrexy gives up and retreats. Also, I don't think I spelled your name right, Shrexy. I'm sorry. Agent Red runs away with a lighter and some rope. Nice. Avant runs away from the cornucopia. Asagi runs away from the cornucopia. Laura throws a knife into Good Time's chest. No, Laura! You're supposed to be the nice one. You're not supposed to murderize people. Day 1. Nagesh attacks Overshield, but she manages to escape. Wazenha and Astral split up and search for resources. King Dark received fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Devon and Hurricane split up to search for resources. Dub taints Jinx's food, killing her. R.I.P. Jinx. Mixapato tries to sleep through the entire day. That's it, man. You stay alive. We need you in the top 3. Number 1, you and La Draco, since La Draco kind of killed Dr. House already. Quaker, Pug, Wormy, La Draco, and Monokuma hunt for other tributes. Liam76 picks flowers. Robin76 forces Chaff to kill Maker or Shrexy. She decides to kill Maker. No. Maker buys a lot into my raffles. You know, while I have your guys' ear, well, for any of you actually listening, Maker donates a lot in my raffles, buying other people tickets. I'm sure he's probably bought people 300-400 million worth of tickets. I think for a change, someone should buy him a ticket next time. Aok, Asagi, and Kagawa start fighting, but Asagi runs away as Aok kills Kagawa. Oh! First Slimo, now Kagawa. I'm not gonna use that later. Not at all. MK the Giant discovers a river. Mr. Scousman overhears RS3 and Pills talking in the distance. Oh gosh. Skidmark, Caffeine, and Avant successfully ambush and kill Laura, Savitar, S3, and McDonald. Oof, R.I.P. I think that might be the first time I've seen an ambush kill like that, or at least one this big. Ooh woo. Agent Red fishes. Cyclops travels to higher ground. Big McFizzle injures himself. Okay, picture this. He's standing on top of a hill, and he's walking down, but one of our people send a little spike, just a tiny little spike, right in front of his foot, and he tumbles down the hill, breaks his arm. So he's running around with a broken arm, but I'm sure he'll be okay. He's fine. Maybe. I mean, the bone's jutting out a little, but it'd be alright. Pleakley searches for firewood. And Don Julio scares flames off. 15 out of 48 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Gosh, Mickey. Gosh, Mickey. I didn't mean for all of them to die. Night 1. Hurricane stays awake all night. Caffeine and Cyclops sleep in shifts. La Draco tends to Monokuma's wounds. Dub passes out from exhaustion. Astro and the Shaft sleep in shifts. Aok tries to sing herself to sleep, and all I'm saying is my singing voice is not there. Drink break was delicious. Overshield thinks about home. Agent Red looks at the night sky. Mr. Scousman tends to his wounds. Asagi convinces Pleakley to snuggle with her. I'm here to tell you, Pleakley, that is not going to end well. Even if he doesn't kill you, he might make you sniff cologne. Skidmark screams for help. King Dark, Pug, and Flames cheerfully sing songs together. Don Julio sets up camp for the night. Wormy thinks about winning and how sweet that beautiful 150 credit grand prize would be. At least I think it's 150. I think it's 150, 175. But don't quote me because this was, I put this down from 2 days ago. I'm gonna have to check the actual posting. But I'm pretty sure it's that because it's a 325 credit total for a top 3. But you guys aren't here listening to me babble about that. No one's gonna know that I forgot what the top 3 was. Liam76, Shrexy, and Quaker discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. It was long and winded. I'm not going to bore you with the details. Robin76 and Devon Reset. Robin76 and Devon tell stories about themselves to each other. RS3, Big McFizzle, and MK the Giant sleep in shifts. Pills receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Mixapato starts a fire but is unsuccessful. Tries to start a fire but it's unsuccessful. Imagine, you make a fire and then all of a sudden the rain comes down. That's what happened to this guy. Nagesh receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Avant and Vosnaha huddle for warmth. We all know that always ends with snapped necks. Mark my words. Day 2. Chaff throws a knife into Liam's head. Oof. Brutal. Man said, "Fing!" And it said, if you can picture that. Aok thinks about home and why he ever decided to sign into his own game. Also, I should make a note that if I win, I can't win. I'll take the honorary win, but I'll give it to whoever's, below me. Ooh woo. Avant thinks about home. You know, you're not the only one. Me too. Asagi searches for firewood. Don Julio, Shrexy, Big McFizzle, and Cyclops raid Mr. Scousman's camp while he is out hunting. Robin 76 scares Devon off. Voznaha camouflages herself into the bushes. Agent Red severely injures Monokuma and leaves her to die. R.I.P. Mono. Skidmark receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ladraco, Caffeine, and Quaker hunt for the tributes. Nagesh diverts Pill's attention and runs away. Good call, good call. Astral goes hunting. For food or tributes, we don't really know. They just had this glint in their eyes. Pleakley discovers a river. Flames makes a slingshot. King Dark tries to sleep through the entire day. Honestly, that's what I would do if I was in a real Hunger Games. Just camouflage into a bush and sleep. Overshield travels to higher ground. RS3 begs for Hurricane to kill him. She refuses, keeping RS3 alive. Dub kills Pug with his own weapon. Wow, Dub, how brutal to kill a person with their own weapon, let alone Pug. R.I.P. Pug. MK the Giant tries to sleep through the entire day. And Wormy scares Mixapato off. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 2. Overshield tries to sing herself to sleep. Mr. Scousman, Avant, Mixapato, Hurricane, and Auk all sleep in shifts. This is me. Look at my picture. Need I say more? Astral and King Dark sleep in shifts. Flame set up camp for the night. Robin 76 cries herself to sleep. Like I do every night. I mean, what did he say? Nagesh tends to Wormy's wounds. Oh, look at you go, Nagesh. First you donate 325 credits for this, and then you're helping people even in the game itself. He knows no bounds. Shrexy, RS3, and Chaff sleep in shifts. MK the Giant and Ladraco hold hands. That never ends well. Please. Wow. Pleakley kills Vozenha with his own weapon. Oh, brutal. Devon receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Asagi is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Dub tends to Pill's wounds. Oh, look at you, Dub, being all sweet after murdering Pug with his own weapon. Caffeine and Quaker talk about the tributes still alive. Don Julio climbs a tree to rest. Cyclops receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Agent Red sets up camp for the night. And Skidmark lets Bick McFizzle into her shelter. Look at those pictures, then think about them sharing a room alone. What do you think's gonna happen? Drink break. I'm very thirsty, in more ways than one, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, day 3. Ladraco collects fruit from a tree. Asagi tries to spearfish with a trident. They're not bad. They've caught 2 fish already. They just have to learn how to move the prongs better. Wormy questions her sanity, don't we all? Quaker explores the arena. He finds nothing. It's just an arena. RS3 receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Astral makes a slingshot. Shrexy kills Skidmarks for her supplies. No! See? This is why we don't let cuddle groups happen, because then things like this happen. I know he's not the same person, but look at it. Look at it. Avant scares Mr. Scousman off. Don Julio picks flowers. Dub constructs a shack. I think this might be like my favorite thing. You're in the middle of a death game and you're like, I'm gonna build like a little house. Also, where are you getting the nails? Are you using twine, like some Survivor shit? Like, what? Anyway, Cyclops tries to sleep through the entire day. Caffeine collects fruit from a tree. Auk overhears Pleakley and King Dark talking in the distance. Nagesh receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Robin 76 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Overshield, Chaff, Big McFizzle, and Devon hunt for other tributes. MK the Giant thinks about home. Asagi tries to spearfish with a trident, and newsflash, they are awful. They've already lost the trident twice and took hours to relocate it. They're probably going hungry tonight. Hurricane and Pills work together for the day. And Flame scares Mixapato off. A lot of people are scared by Mixapato, apparently. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bang, bang. You know? Night 3. Flames accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. R.I.P. MK the Giant tends to his wounds. Excuse me. Chaff, Asagi, and Hurricane discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. Quaker, Alec, RS3, and Shrexy tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood, which is kind of ironic because they're going to be ghosts themselves soon. Mr. Scousman and Don Julio run into each other and decide a truce for the night. Wow, y'all are really grouping up. King Dark, Pills, Big McFizzle, Wormy, and Ladraco sleep in shifts. Devon receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Dub goes to sleep. Agent Red dies trying to escape the arena. It's unescapable, guys. You'll never make it. I might add a death where they escape the arena and are shot by personnel outside. That'd be cool as hell. Overshield, Avant, Astro, and Pleakley sleep in shifts. Damn, Caffeine. Caffeine bleeds out due to untreated injuries. He had a little too much fun with that spear, sliced his body up when he was trying to twirl it. I mean, it was an epic show, but then, well, he bled out. At least we have his last moments alive, looking like a beast. Robin 76, Mixapato, and Nagesh get into a fight. Mixapato triumphantly kills them both. See, this is why people ran from Mixapato and scared him off, because, woo, bro's got hands. Just look at those eyes. Those deep, destructive eyes. Anyways, Cyclops passes out from exhaustion. Day 4. I feel like we're going to have an arena event. We haven't had a lot of kills recently, so I feel like it's going to happen. Asagi searches for a water source. Overshield begs for Cyclops to kill her. She refuses, keeping Overshield alive. King Dark goes hunting. Out questions her sanity, yet again. Astral, Pills, Big McFizzle, and Shrexy raid Don Julio's camp while he is hunting. MK the Giant explores the arena. Aw, Dub tends to Wormy's wounds. It was beautiful. He was just captivated by the beauty and couldn't help himself. Even though this is a game to kill. Which, you know. No! RS3 kills Mixapato with a hatchet! No! Our crazy white-eyed boy is gone. I think it's just Ladraco now. He's riding all our hopes. Mixapato receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Avant stalks Devon. Yep, there's our boy. Ladraco, Quaker, and Hurricane hunt for the tributes. Of course, this man would make it. Chaff attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. Oh, Chaff, he got one of the worst deaths. R.I.P. Pleakley camouflages herself into the bushes. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Come on, arena event. Damn. Night 4. Quaker receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Dub thinks about home, and why he's here killing people when he can be at home helping them instead. Overshield dies from hypothermia. Oof, they found the coldest part of the thing, and, well, as you can tell, it's a little below freezing. They're a popsicle now. I thought some things that I'm not going to say about a popsicle. That's all I'm leaving you with. Avant starts a fire. Asagi begs for Ladraco to kill her. He refuses, keeping Asagi alive. For a minute there, I thought Ladraco was going to die. I was like, no, that's all our top 3. Big McFizzle receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Oof, and Hurricane, pricked by thorns, dies to an infection. I mean, yeah, we propagated it, bred it, and then put it all over the arena, but man, what a way to go out. You heard of the boom slang snake? Look it up. That's how you go out. Astro receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. RS3 screams for help. Don Julio quietly hums. Shrexy shoots an arrow at MK the Giant but misses and kills Mr. Scousman instead. Oof, R.I.P. Pleakley sets off an explosion, killing Devon, Alk, and Cyclops. No! We made it far. R.I.P. me. King Dark sets up camp for the night. Wormy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. And Pills looks at the night sky, our beautiful, pre-generated CGI sky. I mean, it's beautiful, even though it's probably the last thing you're going to see. The feast, the cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. Pills overpowers Big McFizzle, killing him. Don Julio decides not to go to the feast. MK Giant decides not to go to the feast. Dub takes a staff leaning against the cornucopia. RS3 decides not to go to the feast. No! No, King Dark strangles Ladraco after engaging in a fist fight. Dang it, all of our top 3 and me is dead. Avant sobs while gripping a photo of his friends and family. I'm with you, Avant. At least hopefully I'm in that picture, because I'm dead too now. Asagi decides not to go to the feast. Pleakley sets off an explosive, killing Quaker, Astral Wormy, and Shrexy. God. Y'all have just gone ham with the explosives this time. I love it. You killed me too, Pleakley, and I'm not entirely happy with that. I'm not sad. You're crying, I'm not. Day 5. Pills makes a wooden spear. Don Julio receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Dub runs away from MK the Giant. Avant and RS3 hunt for the tributes. Asage receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. And King Dark runs away from Pleakley. Honestly valid. I think they have like 7 explosive kills. They are like a master detonist. 12 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. RIP me. RIP our final top 3. Night 5. RS3 cooks his food before putting his fire out. MK the Giant receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Dub sets up camp for the night. Pleakley looks at the night sky, praying and hoping for an explosives drop so they can drop more people. Pills attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Avant tries to treat his infection. Asagi climbs a tree to rest. King Dark begs for Don Julio to kill him. He refuses, keeping King Dark alive. Wow, guys, we're basically in top 3 territory already. Day 6. Avant diverts Pill's attention and runs away. RS3, King Dark, and King K the Giant get into a fight. King Dark triumphantly kills them both. Woo! Spicy. Asage receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Dub discovers a cave. He might try to hide in it until the end of the match. I mean, you never know. It's a little secret that I'll tell the viewers that I won't tell them. There's tracker jackers in there. And they are not the ones from the movie. I'll let you infer what you want from that. Don Julio accidentally dets a landmine while trying to arm it. Oh, how brutal. Pleakley cannot handle the circumstances after killing so many people in so many messed up ways that they commit suicide. No. Pleakley. I was secretly rooting. It's like if I root for people, they just die. I'm gonna have to stop rooting for myself for a top 3 because it just seems they never make it. I don't think I've ever once had anyone I've picked in the top 3 end up in the top 1 or a top 3 event scenario. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. I think that means we're in the top 3 territory, guys. This might just be it. Night 6. Asage receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. God, Pills kills King Dark as he tries to run. And Avant tracks down and kills Dubs, which means Asage, Pills, and Avant are our top 3. There is no way of shaking that bacon. But let's see who's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Day 7. Asage fishes. Pills thinks about home. And Avant constructs a shack. I mean, they figured there's almost nobody left. It's a safe move, right? 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 7. Pills cries himself to sleep. He doesn't know if he has the strength to do what is necessary. Asagi passes out from exhaustion. And Avant receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ooh, this could get spicy. Day 8. Avant and Asagi split up to search for resources. And Pills receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 8. Sorry. Avant and Asagi hold hands. An interesting choice for the top 30 scenario. And Pills receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Day 9. Pills sets off an explosive, killing Asagi. Avant falls into a frozen lake and drowns, which means... Congrats to our winner, Pills from District 7, who will be taking home the grand prize of 150 credits. Avant will be our second place with 100 credits, and Asagi will be our third place with 75 credits. Hold on, I have to... Where is the person who got all those? Yep, Pleakley, right here. District 5, 8 kills, all explosive base. That's insane. Wow. A little summary if any of you like to read. I don't like to read, but I still read. Who actually reads books? Let me know. If you're even still here, let me know. Also, special shout out to Meowsy. Meowsy. Meow. That's your shout out, Meowsy. Now I'm going to awkwardly have a long silence after that. Wow. Day 8, or 7 and 8 really didn't have anything going, and then boom. Well, congrats to everyone who won, and I will see you all in the next one.